Okay, cut. Okay guys, time to do the behind the scenes stuff. Scene one.
Hey Lawal, Janessa here, coming at you live from my kitchen. Well, I wanted to kind of give you guys a behind the scenes look at what actually went into producing this first episode for you all. One thing you probably first already saw was that there's a lot of little hands that were involved in the making of it. From sound, to props, to even this little monster down here. The initial idea of a point and shoot production definitely turned into a family affair. And anyone who was involved in this whole thing, we all had a huge learning curve that we had to go through, because there's a lot of surprises from start to finish. From lighting, to producing, to freaking sound engineering, all of it was a big surprise from what we thought this initially was going to be. I just wanted to also thank each and every single one of you who watched the video, subscribed, shared, all that other jazz. Keeping the conversation going is the exact intent of what we're trying to do here. Now, speaking of conversations, one of the things I heard most from you guys was about our lead actor, Ryan, who played the dealer Vad. He had never really touched cards in his life, and it was pretty apparent when it came to his placement or payouts or anything else like this. I mean, the poor dude has never really had any true practice in handling the cards, so he didn't have the hands that us industry veterans normally would. But I gotta give the guy credit. He jumped into this whole production not really knowing exactly how it's going to end up, and really gave it his all. And sometimes he kind of went off script and just went a little bit too crazy. Watch here, check this out, and you can see what I'm talking about.
No, sir! Get your hands off my purse! Get your hands off my purse!
This is how I make my money.
Sound. We got scene 16.
Really?
I thought we were there. Jesus. I'm like,
Cut.
really?
Yeah, we're filming.
Oh, well, you did it as I stopped. I wasn't even there. I was like,
What?
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set.
Got sound. Scene 16.
Damn you millennials. See, with your
Paul! Get your Paul! Paul! Get your Paul!
you trying to make this next longer than what we need to be?
I wanted that to be in the...
Well, he was a lot of fun to work with. It was actually very difficult to get him to make some of these punchlines work, not to mention the accents and the inflections on some of the lines that he was reading. In fact, when it came to doing one of those accents, we spent about 8 minutes going over script reads, trying to figure out how to make it work. Scene 45 will be next. This is one of those scenes where you need to have chest out. You need to be like real puffy. You need to be like, hey you, why don't you come over here to sit on my table? If they think they have a better option, they should really think otherwise, or else, you almost like you're threatening them.
Yeah.
So let's.
I use. Sorry, I gotta look out for that.
Your falsetto's coming in. Give me more baritone.
That's it.
Hey, you guys, why don't you come over here and play some poker? Hey, Yous, why don't you come here and play some poker?
We're playing blackjack.
Hey, Yous, with the face. Come here, play some games. Hey, Yous, why don't you and your pals come here and play some games? Why don't you and your pals? You and your pals. You and your pals. Pals, sorry. Hey, Yous, Why don't you and your pals come over? I just went full walking on that one. Why don't you and your pals with the faces? Hey, yous. Why don't you and your pals come over here and play?
Let's go, Father.
You come here on this day of my daughter's wedding.
I had mentioned earlier about this being a bigger production than we had originally anticipated. We quickly learned that our current technological setup was in need of a serious upgrade. I actually posted a video of it on my personal channel about all the purchases that we made. This whole production cost us roughly around $3,000 to $4,000.
What's up, my ninjas? Janessa here. Hey, quick question for you. What do you buy the girl who thought she bought all the stuff she needed? All the other shit she didn't know she needed. So yeah, even though I thought I was done buying all this stuff to make this amazing supercomputer, I apparently wasn't done. Now, as you can see right here, this is everything that we had to buy.
We had actually shot at 5 different locations total for this shoot. The table set in my kitchen, my office set in my office, the main set, the actor's office set, and then on location at the Downs Casino. While it was really nice and easy to film at home, most of the shooting was actually done in downtown Albuquerque in an old abandoned restaurant. And while I was very grateful to get the keys to be able to shoot there, it really kind of sucked because it wasn't necessarily in pristine condition when we first got a hold of it.
So, guess where I'm at? That's right. I'm on location at what is going to be possibly the area where we're going to shoot for one of the scenes for the next vlog. And holy moly, I'm very grateful that the owner of this restaurant is going to allow me to use their property to film and do everything that I need to in regards to getting ready for the next shows and all that other jazz. But the problem is that he kind of hasn't used it for a while, and while it is free, I also have a lot of work to get done by next Tuesday. We're done. We're done. It took a long time to get this all together. In fact, I called in my daughter, who I think is around the corner over there, to get this whole room put together so that we could go ahead and start shooting here in a couple days. So this is going to be the office. So this should be like a huge difference compared to when I showed you guys last. And wow. I'm tired. This is Angel right over here. This is my oldest daughter. She's pretty pooped. But we got it, and it looks nice. It actually doesn't look bad in here. However, all the stuff that you saw that was on the floor earlier has been piled nice and neatly over here. So that's going to have to get moved at a later time so that we could do some filming later. But, you know, it's just something we're going to have to deal with, shuffling stuff here and there.
So it goes to show you that it took more than a point-and-shoot effort to make a little more than a 10-minute video. Let me show you what I have right here. See, these are all the files of all the produced scenes that we have, 48 in total. Now, it was not very easy to get it to this point because we had the raw footage, we had the raw sound, and all of it took hours and hours and hours just to do all of these right here. That's not even mentioning all the deleted scenes, all the retakes, the reshoots, and production breakdown. I mean, we went through a lot just to make this happen. But we are still moving forward because we had so much fun doing it. And it was so great to learn all the little tricks of video editing and production and all that other jazz. And so right now we are heavy into the middle of episode 2. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes so that you guys have something to watch in the meantime. And hopefully contribute to some of it as the coming weeks start to unfold. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a little sneak peek at what we do behind the scenes and what it takes to make all this stuff happen. Remember, we're doing it for you because we love this industry and it's so much fun. And you know what? I'm glad to. I'm excited to. I'm happy to. And all other cheesy little things. But in case you forgot, I'm Janessa, and remember, Dill on Dillas.